Boom, there we are. What's up, guys? My name is DemEyesRed, and I am here to cast the round of 16 matchup between komtan versus MbL. And there we go. I'll start right away. Beautiful colors, MbL in green, komtan in blue. And let's just start here with MbL, shall we? On the top right hand side of the map, northeast, so to speak. We got him here. Looking at his map, right away, we can see it's wallable to a certain degree. You know, just a little bit, at least. You know, to the sides, you could just connect cliffs with kinda wood lines. Oh my god, this spawn is ugly. And also this here, the edge of the map with the cliff and stuff like this. Maybe this is gonna be problematic here. But other than that, he could do something about it if he wants to wall it off. MbL is someone who does that sometimes, from time to time. Therefore, not too much of a theoretical thing that I'm talking about. And other than that, looking at his resources, he has gold on the sides, his berries in the back, first stone on the front, another second gold on the front, or third gold, so to speak. Second stone on the front. Well, stone-wise looks gloomy, gold-wise looks fine, but not perfect. Not perfect, as he needs to find a solution to secure it. Theoretically speaking, if he gets pressured by komtan, theoretically, it could be a bit of a messy situation. But we've seen it in the first matchup, Viper versus Spring. There are some possibilities not to allow your enemy to approach, right? So maybe you could just play it aggressively. Interestingly, I gotta say, he chose this woodline here, even though he went here first. And I understand this woodline is not the most beautiful one. It's actually quite unaesthetic. Just say it that way. I'm sorry about this woodline, but I gotta be a bit well, woodline shaming here, but I understand it's not the best woodline, therefore going for this one's maybe better. One would argue, but this one's also not that good, is it? Well, slightly better. But there's a huge trade-off for this one. That is, of course, the woodline being on the front. Not the best situation, making it quite vulnerable when attacking, when the enemy approaches, and we are talking about what? Yes sir, the Huns war, and therefore we're most likely going to see some scratches, or melee arms, or something like that. We could see anything basically. Distance is once again great enough, long enough, big enough to say a scout rush would be adequate to go for. But also in this case, I could see a man at arms taking place. The tower in the wood? You mean here? I mean, yeah, it could happen, man. It could happen. It's super vulnerable. Imagine a tower here. Just here. And then, well, Ripperino. What you want to do about this one? Go away? So easy. Especially, yeah, I mean, the more I think of it, Leo, you're right. Just think of it. This tower over here? Stone denied. Gold denied. It's not that much of a deadly thing as there are many options for MbL still. But oh my god, man. This tower would have so much of power. Not good. Looking at komtan here in the south. West is it? It is. And yeah, also, ooh, this is a really bad map, isn't it? Just the woodline here in the front. He's forced to go for that one. Resources, just... look at this gold, man. Well. There's this hill. Ugliest one. Hill shaming as well taking place here on my stream. I'm sorry, guys. Quite a superficial person that I am here at this very moment, but we gotta be honest. This hill is really bad. Extremely bad. A good opportunity for MbL to strike and profit from the hill advantage. Therefore, well, looks bad. Both are going for the 21 pop. And looking at this, seeing a second wood line, a farm already, no gold being gathered. There you go, you got this first rush confirmed. Second wood line over here. Ooh, this is a bad second wood line. But the problem for komtan is he has no other choice. Interestingly, he doesn't call it a rematch here. He could have called it a couple of minutes ago. He doesn't. Maybe he says, well, you know what, this map is fine enough to work with. Even though I would say, with this gold, this is the only savior here. Because that gold is terrible. This gold, forget about it. This stone, also really bad. Therefore, guys, I think Quite of a risky thing for komtan, but yeah, this is the first game. Maybe he wants to save this rematch for something later. Can't get a castle on that hill. Oh, this is tilting, isn't it? Ah. Well, at least some forward buildings would be cool. Something like that, but the castle unfortunately won't make it. That would be just too much of a beautiful thing, right? On top of it. Now, yeah, this is gonna be really tough for komtan. I believe that he needs to play it even more aggressively. I mean, MbL could have played it more defensively, but he chose not to. Both have clicked up. Both on the verge of going for a stable. And there you go. So komtan does well by placing down his buildings over here. And just to make sure that the opponent is not able to go for that hill. Basically. And yeah, let's see about this one. So both are actually quite fast with it. But I believe komtan just a tiny bit faster with his first additional scout. MbL though, up there with Spearman. Just to surprise his opponents. With, oh my god, how many spears does he want to produce? 3 spears already. What about komtan? Also, yeah, he's also up there. Interesting. Okay, so there we go, guys. It's gonna start in a couple of seconds. The first aggression here on both sides, though. Let's see. komtan has already brought a warg with him. Yeah, but he will wall off this quite fast. It seems like, unless MbL is too successful here. But for that, komtan is in the base of MbL to apply the pressure. Yeah, luckily walled, you're right. I mean, if he's lucky enough though, because the enemies are still inside, it's gonna be quite of a lucky move here. Especially this is critical. And MbL is aware of the situation. Some pokings, some heavy pokings taking place. And yeah, other than that, we're gonna see komtan trying to go for the berries maybe. This could be a nice opportunity, but he has just 2 scouts. It's not possible for him to apply that much pressure. And he's also busy at home, isn't he? 3 scouts and 2 spearmen. Looks bad. And also komtan is not able to catch up there. Well. Doesn't look good, does it? Yeah, komtan tries to do something as well, but the numbers of scouts not sufficient enough. Also going beneath that TC, not the best thing. Canats joint. If you want to see about the score, just look here, up here. You see the score? I have a scoreboard I've just made for Voob the official. Please appreciate. Oh, it doesn't look good. komtan now forced to go back here with the scouts. And yeah, it's 3 scouts enough to cause havoc here. What about them though? No updates, nothing to... Oh, they were actually able to get this spearman. Looks bad, guys, looks bad. But so far komtan isn't out of the game. He just needs to make sure to get rid of those scouts, man. 2 of them are low HP. Oh my god. Oh, MbL does it so good, man. Getting that 1 villager was quite important. And also, the gap still not closed. For given reasons, of course. This is something many people underestimate, this wall over here. If your TC is close to the edge, wall it as soon as possible. There's a chance for your opponent to not pay attention to it. And let's say when he's scouting, he's here and goes and just clicks here. If he's bad, then the scout is automatically going close to TC. Could be a nice and easy kill. Alright, so after all of this, at minute 17, finally komtan able to wall off his own base. Both are going for pretty much everything at the same time. ATST at the same time, but wow, this is quite interesting. They kind of mirrored everything so far. The amount of spearmen and whatnot. without knowing too much about each other there. I mean, map-wise. But quite interesting, quite interesting. But komtan now behind with 1 villager at least. This is better than nothing, and a lot of idle time, of course, a lot of idle time. So 2 archer ranges incoming for both. MbL clicking up though, that's why, that's so good, so nice. What about komtan? What about his resources? Well, he's gonna need some more time, isn't he? He's gonna need some more time, and this is obviously really good for MbL. The 3rd arch range, this is a clear indication, first of all, archers. We're gonna see the same procedure just like in the game with Viper. We're gonna see archers just produced for the sake of having an army. Maybe if he messes up this army in a way that he has so many of them, he could just go for crossbows even. But I don't think he will do it this time. He'll just go for cav archers right away. And with 3 arch ranges, of course, this is gonna be more of an aggressive move here. Gonna take some more time until he's able to go for more TCs. Therefore, cav archers incoming very soon, I assume. And since this base is walled up here, it's gonna be tough for MbL to go in. Not impossible. And this pond here, guys, this is gonna be so easy to force. Oh, it's here as well. And here as well. So pretty much komtan in an extremely bad situation. This looks really bad. So Chaos Romeo asks, does MbL know about the south goal? I assume so. I mean this one, right? Yep. Yep. Oh, something really unfortunate happening. Oh, but also interesting. This is bad. So I said it could take some time for MbL to go for the next TC due to his decisions, but he doesn't go for cav archers. Instead, he goes for crossbowmen indeed, and that doesn't mean that he's ceasing the production of his units there, but instead maybe a little shift taking place. Oh, he actually stopped going for crossbows. Or did he? Oh no, it's done. Go. Sorry that for a second, a little bit confused. So the damage on both sides, but I feel that the one of MbL is just more deadly. A lot of those already dead. Was a bit of a unlucky situation for MbL over there. komtan, by the way, in the next stage, also going for crossbowmen. He's being pushed away due to the fact that the skirmishers are there. Skirmishers with bot general, really dangerous when facing archers with fletching. They're able to engage even here. Beautiful. Quite an interesting move. So MbL doesn't play too aggressively here, even though he is making use of the little army that he has. But yeah, he could have had so many cav archers by now. Instead, he goes for the safer and economically dependent strat. Oh my god, man, what's happening? Too early. This stream too early, man. Not used to it. So yeah, now that we see komtan going for both crossbows and elite skirms, MbL needs to come up with a solution. This solution is going to be nice, interestingly. He has bloodlines already, and it's going to be enough to at least deal with skirmishes. With crossbows alone, it's going to be a bit more of a struggle. And he also has no defensive upgrades, we have to keep that in mind as well. Furthermore, komtan with his own set of cav archers, without any defensive upgrade, but bot in a row. Crossbowmen and the complete archer line of MbL set up with the first archery armor. And look at all the wood, that's what she said, right? Yes, sir. I can't deny that, man. I can't deny that. Right, so what's the plan? So knights, that's an interesting one. So most likely we're not going to see any siege workshop units from MbL at least. Theoretically, a mangonel would be wonderful. Let's see. The knights, no upgrades yet, just bloodlines. I don't know if he has a husbandry already, could be. But yeah, interesting that he goes for knights and he just continues to produce them. But the priority is the quantity for now, but not the quality. Furthermore, some sneaky skirms. But they're not going to cause a lot of havoc, will they? Goldstones HD, man, what's up? How you doing? Welcome, welcome. And yeah, so far we can see komtan had the time to mess up his army as well. Military-wise, MbL still leading though, that's interesting, but also understandable. MbL had the better start throughout the Fuel Age, and also now in Cast Age, up there with a stronger economy. But we got komtan with 2 TCs as well. I mean, not as well. He just has 2 TCs, MbL has 3 TCs for a way longer time. I'm fine, Goldstones. Thanks for asking, man. I'm good, I'm good. Recasting some games here. Not gonna stop until the final start in a couple of hours. And about that question, I don't know. I don't know. Technical reasons, man. Technical reasons. Glad we're back, though. So there we go. komtan finally going for Bloodlines as well. He needs to do this. Otherwise, his Calf Arch is going to be really fragile there. Ballistics for MbL. And also, finally, some more armor for his knights, especially +2 knights. I just love him, man. Well, this is gonna be problematic, man. This overchop here allows komtan to go inside here and to kill a couple of villagers. But not that much of a deadly situation, as MbL does well by forcing komtan to go back to reinforce somehow this situation in the middle. Or not even reinforce, just to go out of here, as he knows that he could be stuck here. At least that's what he fears. Let me see for a second. Huh. Okay. He actually knows that this base is not walled up. So maybe going inside of the space would have been an interesting choice to get a couple of kills at least. Decisions. Ah, it's a bad fight for komtan, isn't it? Losing that many calf archers. Not good. He's already behind with military numbers. And I believe that he has problems. Huge problems here. He's forced to drop down the TC at a reasonable position, which is a wood line that is a bit safer, but it's not going to be as safe, is it? Doesn't look too good here for komtan. He's under a lot of pressure. I mean, while he's not losing everything, he's just losing step by step. Villager numbers clearly in favor for MbL. Not only because komtan has lost his villages, but also because of the fact that he was in Castle Age earlier, has sparked his economy way faster. Actually, an interesting decision here. As he clicked up way earlier, I mean, significantly earlier, MbL could have gone for 1 TC, but he deliberately said, nope, gotta go for economy. Normally you can say, okay, if you click up way earlier, you can go for 1 TC and do whatever you want to do. But that's not a necessity. It's just an advantage that you can have. And I've said it, guys, there's a lot of potential with those woodlands, really bad. So not only in the front of, in the north of komtan's base, the problem is arising. MbL also in the south of his map denying this gold. And now komtan in a really awkward position with 4 TCs. Not because he wants to boom like there's no tomorrow, but because he wants to secure some areas as well. Turns out that komtan's base is extremely bad. Good news for MbL, of course. Wow. Wow. Well, how do you want to get out of that situation? Just think of it. So now, actually, komtan needs some super strong mangonel shots to kill all of those calf archers. But the problem is this army is not consisting mostly of calf archers, but knights already. So that's actually good to have your own set of cav archers to deal with them. But I believe pikes, or at least monks, are going to be needed. But not with this eco first of all. His gold is on the constant harassment here. Pressure. So it's gonna be really tough for him to do something about it, man. MbL has the time of his life. Look at this eco. Beautiful sight. And meanwhile, komtan. 103 villagers to 66, 42 to 19 military. I think the 16 monk push would be perfect to play. Well, if he had a nice amount of monks, definitely gonna be helpful, but it's really bad, really bad. So I said it, going full pikes next to this cav archer army or monks, but monks is not viable because this gold is so bad. Actually going for stone would be useful. He has 200 stone. A castle somehow defending this area would be beautiful and extremely needed. MbL now even clicking up, and we can see it here, the resources of komtan not even close to doing something. So many dead villagers. Yeah, now we can see MbL is just sacrificing his own army because he says just to get as many units as possible. At this point, it doesn't matter too much. I've clicked up to MPLH. I'll go up. I'll do something. Get some more territory here. Apply more pressure. Stables. What about the... does he have a castle? Nope. He'll just go more for more knights. Okay. I mean, why not? So probably gonna see Cavalier. Then let's go. Another TC. Oh, this is so awful by komtan. But I understand why he does that. He wants to secure area. But so many problems. I wonder why komtan. Yeah, I was going to say why he's continuing to play. But yeah, it's rip MPLH, and then komtan says, you know what? I mean, can we shift into Fog of War? Oh, we can't anymore. But I believe komtan didn't even have any knowledge about what's happening in MbL space. Maybe he even suspected him of being with a weaker eco, but now that he's seen that MbL is in the next age, he had no more motivation to continue on. Alright, so let's update the score here. That is 1-0 for MbL. Alright guys, alright. I like this game. I can't deny. Okay, enough with those cringy references, and now let's go for the next matchup, shall we? That's round number 2. Let's go. What komtan Ella? Somewhere 2K. And you can look it up on Woobly. Just type in his name, komtan. Then you can look it up. He's not bad at all. So there we go, guys. So welcome. Second round between komtan and MbL. And hi there, stay hydrated, bud. Long time not see. I'm sure you're happy to see me. Okay, guys. So this time, finally, no pawns. That's all obviously good news for komtan. Oh, I meant type in his name on woobly.com, not not in the chat. Sorry about this one. Sorry. So this time, on left hand side, bottom left hand side, we have MbL. Looking at his map really quick, we can see his goals. First goals, not the best situation, not position-wise not the best. Second goal neither. The second goal also not. Terrible map. All good, Leo. No problems, no problems. It was also a mistake due to me. Maybe my way of saying it was not the best. And yeah, the stones are in a safe position, but not gonna. I don't think we're gonna see something related to that. We could though. We could. Gold-wise, it's really bad, as I said. So yeah, it's also difficult to wall off. The whole northern part is open and unwallable. komtan, on the other hand, northeast of the map. His map is also extremely. Oh my god, man! Look at this. Even a tiny bit worse because the results are even far away, man. Far away. Gold in the front. Second, third gold. Far, far away. Wow. Wow, this is really bad, guys. Pushing deer. Greedy move, greedy move. Wow, this is also a bad push, isn't it? Okay, so I'm just amazed by what I've seen here so far. Nothing too spectacular, but some little Dark Age problems arising, at least for komtan. Yeah. Other than that, distance between the two, once again, big enough that a scout rush would be something to go for. 3 on wood is important then, therefore. Also here it's the same case here. 3 on the wood. Yeah, just I had this little moment of silence here because I'm just looking and seeing nothing too special. Nothing too special, I gotta say. Even this hill, I would say, oh, if this hill was closer, okay, this could be a problem or something like this, but they've both bad maps, therefore, both should play it more aggressively. We could see a nice match, actually. The beginning, though, quite mediocre so far. And not wicked at all. Just referring to the chat there. I mean, this match so far. Let's speed up, shall we? Just a tiny bit here. Okay, some sheep steal attempt failing. And komtan has finally clicked up with 20 pop, that's interesting. So he wants to have this little momentum in which he's fast with his scout rush. Because why not? He's decided to go for this wood line, by the way. Interesting choice, he could have easily gotten his hands on this one in the north. He doesn't. Interesting, interesting. Yeah, for MbL it's gonna be the same, just he's gonna click up a bit later. But komtan had his fair amount of idle time there. Only 15 seconds earlier, 16 seconds earlier. Alright, so barracks coming up, stable coming up, and then we're gonna see some classical scout rush. And this map so far, quite vulnerable, that is for sure. And komtan now analyzing this situation and watching closely and seeing, okay, there are some spots to do some sneaky stuff, some brutal stuff. Yeah, that's some nice phrasing by Mikey for sure. I gotta admit, man. Not gonna mention it, but I gotta admit. Alright, so there we go. Both are at fuel age now. MbL directly going for double bit X and horse color. Well, that's interesting. Always an indication that he doesn't want to go for that many scouts then. Probably because he is aware of the fact that he could not keep up with the aggression of komtan in terms of being the aggressor himself. Therefore, maybe using the spearman right away as fast as possible could be a choice. Let's see about this one. Interestingly though, MbL fast enough to go up there at least with one spearman, forcing the scouts of komtan not to. I mean, they simply force this. The spearman was enough to force him to go back there. That's actually well done. And MbL has bought a lot of time, and he has a little advantage economically speaking, at least as well. Good stuff. All right. Oh, are you kidding me? Yep. How could this happen, man? This gap. Not good, man. komtan. I mean, it was one of those chances for him to wall up, at least a little bit, but he failed. Once again, unfortunate stuff. Alright, so I cannot believe it, but MbL was actually good enough to force komtan to stay in his own base there. Even though komtan has clicked up earlier, that's maybe a misplay. Certainly isn't good. And now we gotta ask ourselves what to do. For now he's safe, he's walled up, and now able to go out there. And he could theoretically go for MbL's base. There would be quite some chances to do so, and he does that now. Let's see. But the problem for komtan obviously is that his goal is in the front, so once MbL goes for archers or something like this goal is going to be denied. It's going to be a problem. Let's see. MbL now has his own spearman in his base. Oh, that was unfortunate for komtan for sure. And yeah, suddenly the chance not there anymore. Therefore, komtan is not going to be as successful. The problem is also going to be he has clicked up one villager earlier, therefore his economy is not as strong as the one of MbL here. And as we can see, arch ranges are incoming, and therefore, you can guess it, it's gonna be some more archers. With 6 villagers on gold, just enough to maintain 2 arch ranges arch production for now. It's gonna be fine. But the problem is gonna be first of all komtan's amount of scouts. Actually good enough to apply some pressure when archers are incoming. Let's see. Also a 3rd arch range incoming, so there are ambitions to click up, maybe. Also 7th villager on gold is going to be important to do so. So not only will he be able to produce archers, but also he's going to be able to click up there. Even though we have to keep in mind that he has the needed amount to do so. So Mikey says, how cool would it be if the game had landmines or let you dig holes around the map so the enemy could fall into them? Hopefully the next update, you say. I mean, yeah. I understand what you mean. It would be funny for sure, but it's probably would break so much of the balance that we have. Still, I sometimes have those kind of it would sound weird if I said fantasies, right? But yeah, I still understand what you mean. What's up, G-Man? Alright, so MbL's clicking up here. As we can see, he's going to be in Castle H a couple of seconds. And once again, earlier than komtan. Therefore, of course, once again, MbL with the momentum in which he could play it more aggressively. Producing archers still. Probably going to go for crossbows and then going to produce some more calf archers there, because why not? Alright, having that much of archers, that many of those archers, it's going to be nice for him to upgrade them and ideally apply pressure with them as well as a supporting army composition. Alright, there we go. So the engagement is real, but I don't know if komtan should really stay there. So far he has a little bit of his skirmishes in the front, but... And they will be able to get a couple of those archers, at least for a few more seconds. Well, rip. And now, it's gonna be gloomy for komtan, once again, being defensively here. Super defensive, I mean. He's looking up himself now, that's early enough. And he has gone for stone walls, probably. Interesting. I understand why he did that here, especially. I mean, he could have... if he had any other civilization than Huns, he could have gone for houses. But, okay, in this case, it makes sense. And yeah, true, Dr. Dre. Dr. Dre, I said. Sorry, Dr. Gray, I mean. You're right, with that sneaky attempt, you can actually do some kind of, let's say, landmine with the demo ships there. Alright, so interestingly though, komtan, with the value here, trying to get at some villages of MbL. I guess that's the best he can do now. Next to scouting. What is his map knowledge, by the way? Not too much, not too much. You could actually go for more scouting, actually. And do the best out of the scouts. The meaning of his current scout. And yeah, pressure's still on, and komtan is going to be forced to find a solution. In this case, a MbL at least would be nice, a defensive MbL. Probably because, I mean, I assume that komtan can anticipate what's going to be incoming, right? Therefore, guys, I think komtan needs to step it up here right away. He has 3 arch ranges, and siege workshop would be lovely as well. Let's see about this one. For now, he goes for botkin arrow. Also important. And calf archers. At least 1 calf archer is incoming. 3 arch ranges versus 3 arch ranges. Both are going for the more, I mean, yeah, significantly more aggressive approach. And interestingly, also MbL this time not going for the second and third TC, unlike in the first game that we've seen. Therefore, MbL just does the classical attempt. He's clicked up way earlier. He can afford going for 1 TC and apply pressure. Alright, so let's see. What we can see now is that komtan goes out of the space, probably just to make sure that he's not being harassed that much. This wood line is so thin that he has troubles. He has this wood line on the right hand side as well, this wood line over here. There are some options. And I think it's a good move by komtan to just go out now and to do something about the pressure that's arising here in front of his base. I mean, he has botkin already, but he needs at least elite skirms. If he doesn't want to go for a siege workshop and mangonels, elite skirms is going to be important, but then also a solution against those knights. And therefore, his calf archer is going to be useful. He has bloodlines already, so that's important and good for him, of course. He goes for elite skirms and thumb ring also incoming. Important, but he needs to be fast and efficient enough. Get into good fights, otherwise he'll be in a tough situation, for sure. Okay, even a 4th arch range incoming there. Interesting move. So that means that we are not going to see too many, oh my god, look at this woodland, too many TCs from komtan, at least in the next couple of minutes. Wow, this actually, I mean, he goes for the tower, right, but this tower won't be able to defend as efficiently as it was able to do so in the fuel edge. Therefore, unfortunate, man, unfortunate. I think a town center here would be useful, to say the least. Oh my god. Is he really always going to do this? I guess what Dr. Gray says is correct here in this case. Oh my god, I mean, why not at least going for this part at least, you know? Oh. I mean, not only does he lose his villagers, step by step, also look at this mass migration all the time from A to B, B to A. Wow, he could just go here and then at least he would have a little bit of more consistent wood income, right? And not too much of idle time. This is terrible. Really, really bad. So MbL, while it seems that he doesn't do too much, is actually doing a lot by allowing or forcing komtan to do these kind of mistakes. And now we have the first real strong engagement here between a lot of military units. And also 4 mangonels, is it? Yes, sir. There we go. Yeah, this looks really bad for komtan. I believe that, I mean, does he even go for more elite skirms? He doesn't, so why attacking into elite skirms in the first place? I understand why technically he went for that tech, but he actually doesn't do anything with it. So why not going for at least defensive mangonels? There we go. Decisions, man. Ay 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 ay. Wow. GG. Well, that was a fast one as well, wasn't it? MbL 2, komtan 0. komtan out of the tournament. So, Mylor Gannett, Milorganite, asking for the finals. If you want to know about this one, just type in exclamation mark brackets, and then you're gonna find out. I'm just saying it like that because I don't want to spoil it here on stream, because we're gonna upload those things on YouTube as well. Alright, so just tune in back here. And we're gonna watch the next matchup. I'm sorry, it's a bracket without an S. I'm sorry. Sorry. Maybe we should change this one, by the way. There we go. Yeah, so what's on the menu, guys? What's on the menu? It's gonna be Yo versus Zuppy. And for that one, I just need to put the files in right folder right away. Ooh. That's weird. Why are there so many files in the folder? I don't understand. So before we do anything wrong, I'll just try to... I don't know what this means. Wait a second. No, I'll do it like this. Okay. Soupy, man. Soupy. There we go, exactly. Now I've managed to get the straight order. Gonna go for it right now. So round of 16, Soupy. Zippy, there we go. Yo versus Zippy. Oh yeah, furthermore, I also need to adjust the scoreboard. It's gonna take a minute, so I'm gonna bless you with my own music once again. Let's see, what do we have? Alright, cool. So just give me a minute there. I'll just update it. Then we're gonna go for the next game ASAP. I believe we have 1 hour and 15 minutes, so we'll be able to do 1 or 2 more matchups here. 1 matchup for sure. So I hope I pronounced it correctly. Zuppy, Zappy, Zuppy. Should be fine, right? I mean, how else do you want me to say it, guys? No, I'm not. I'm not playing Pokemon Go. No, sir. Not doing it. By the way, to that guy who typed in exclamation mark caster and said this thing then afterwards, that's extremely disrespectful, and don't do that, man. That's not cool. This is really, really disrespectful. We are human beings here, and we want to be polite and stuff like that, you know, because we are mostly grown-ups here, unless you're a little child. Still, you should learn not to say something like this. Okay, I think we're ready to go. No, I didn't say too much. It was just him saying like one word and rip. Alright, so there we go. We're ready, guys. We're ready. So if you're ready, I'm ready. And therefore, without further ado, guys, without further ado, just minimize all the programs that I got open here. So many things. Let's start with it right now.